Hello and welcome to the F1 24 track guide and Hotlap series. This is a series where I show you guys how to go faster at each circuit, how to tackle the corners at all of the 24 circuits on the F1 2024 game. Today's Hotlap is around the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez in Mexico City, a track that was brought back onto the calendar in 2015 and has been on the calendar ever since, except for the 1 year in 2020. I'll take you guys for a slide guide to show you around this track, and then the push load will be at the end. Okay then, so the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. A nice short 4.3k circuit, 71 laps in total of this Grand Prix circuit. Starting your lap, you've got about 10 seconds of this whole show to think about how you're going to place your car, and you've got absolutely plenty of time to think about how you're going to tackle the first corner, and you're also going to be exposed for abuse when you've got someone coming at you with DRS. Heavy on the brakes heading into turn number 1. Turn in as early as you possibly can to really ride over the first curb and to really open up turns 2 and 3. So these curves are a bit tricky actually, because you go over these and the car will jump all four wheels off the ground, and you'll also find out that it's not always going to be the perfect line. But if you can find that limit, find that perfect line where you're not going to lose a whole lot of time when you go over those curbs, you'll be absolutely fine. Or to make it a little bit easier, just don't take too much of them at all, would be my recommendation. And then out of 3, use all of the tarmac that you've got on your left, and that is basically the first sector. Now sector 2 comes a bit more technical. So heading up to turn number 4, 5 and 6. Turn number 4, you're braking 100 meters before the corner, and then you get to almost about the end of the concrete block, so where that orange bit is right there is a good turning point for turn number 4. You're not using as much curb as you would be for 1, 2 and 3, and then get to the left as quickly and as much as you can to open up turn number 5. Again, just kiss your apex, because you don't want to be using that curb, or the big sausage curb at turn 5, because that's going to unsettle the car and it'll cost you lap time as well. Use all the tarmac for turn 6 as well. This double apex. So turn in as late as you possibly can. Don't hit the first apex, but definitely hit the second apex. That's one that you got to hit. And then as you put your foot down on the throttle, use all the available tarmac that you've got on your left. And now for turn 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11, the S's. This is where it gets a little bit more difficult. So you're braking not too heavy because it's super fast through here. But what you got to remember is when you hit this curb here at turn 7, the car's going to want to be a little bit unstable, especially when you're throwing the car into these sequence of corners. Tire pressures are going to go off the scale here. So while it's good for the first few laps, it's going to be ugly from that point onwards. So how you tackle this curve is have the inside of your right tire just over the edge of the curve. You'll be absolutely fine. But if you try to have the whole car over, that's going to unsettle the car. The car's going to bottom out and you'll lose lap time. 9, 10, 11 is actually not as bad. You can easily cut over the curbs. Open up turn 10 and 11. 6 gear pretty much all the way around. So, and it's just about finding that limit, especially on exit. I think once you get past turn 8, 9, 10, 11 into the exit 11 is very easy to exceed track limit, so just be wary of that. And then the last sector, heading into the stadium section. Braking point is just as you get to the curbing on the outside. And then turn in not too early, but also not too late, because there's that big sausage curve that you really don't want to be hitting too much, because it'll scorch you out wide and over the white line where you'll lose your lap time. And then this tricky section here at the stadium section, no real reference point on where your braking point will be, but you just got to make sure that you slow down the car enough to hit the apex for turn number 13, and then open up 13 as much as you can so you can carry as much speed into the sequence of slow corners. So hit your apex at 30, early shift up to third about this point, and then just hit your apex, and then keep the car as straight as you can from about here. So really have about a width of your tyre on your right side within the white lines, and then find your braking point, turn in for turn 16, the last couple of corners. Oh, this is basically the last corner, but then turn 17, this is the last corner. As you come around this turn to complete your lap, and that is your lap of the Autodromo's Hermanos Rodriguez. Get past the pole position, open up your DRS, and you are absolutely flying and cooking. So that was the lap of the Mexican GP circuit. Time now for the fast hot lap coming up. And that was your hot lap of the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If that really helped you guys wanting to get faster at this circuit, then be sure to stick around for only a few more track guide and hot lap videos on F1 24. Now that 25 it has been there for some time, like I mentioned in Kota. F1 24 videos will continue to come through, as well as F1 25 very, very soon. I will try to do somewhat of a better job to get F1 24 driver career done quickly and get them up before I move on to the revamp F1 25. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel if you're new, and until the next one, I'll see you guys once more very, very soon.